Welcome back to the Homestretch podcast. Today's episode is all about hosting Christmas without overspending and without the chaos because Christmas is so close. It's literally a few days away and it just gets me so excited. I don't know about you, but I just absolutely love Christmas. I feel like I love getting the tree up. I love putting presents under the tree. I love hosting. I love buying stuff. Sometimes too much stuff. Overspending is not what we want to do around Christmas because when you have bought a house and you're planning a wedding, which we haven't done in detail yet, but the idea is there, money can be an issue sometimes. So we don't want to overspend over Christmas, but we still want to enjoy it. So this whole episode is all about Christmas, hosting Christmas, because we're hosting our first Christmas this year, which is really, really exciting. If you've ever hosted Christmas, you know that it can be a bit chaotic sometimes. And it's one of those things where you're probably going to do it at some point in your life, but you don't really know when. And ours is this year. So it's really funny because last year we really thought we'd be in before Christmas. And I don't know why we thought we was going to host as well. Like moving in December, host in December, that was not happening. Like the house only just feels properly homely now and we've decorated it enough. I don't know what we were thinking. I don't know how we thought we'd host like 8 people round after moving the house in a few weeks. So I'm glad that we didn't do that last year and I'm glad we're doing it this year now instead. But yeah, I just wanted this episode to be a bit fun, a bit festive and just get everyone in the Christmas spirit because I don't know about you, I feel like leading up to Christmas, it's not so stressful anymore because you have Black Friday, which is the last weekend in November. And I mean, I do all my shopping on Black Friday weekend because for me, I buy everything. You think you're getting a good price. Hopefully you are. Hopefully they're not just, absolutely having us on. But you get all of it done and then you can kind of relax a little bit leading up to Christmas. So you start decorating the house, you start, buying like cute, more little like Christmas decorations and it doesn't feel so overwhelming, mostly because you've already done your Christmas shopping. So that is one thing that I have done in a long time, probably for the past like 3 years. And usually I might buy little things here and there leading up to Christmas, whether that's chocolate or like little sweets or stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. All of my big purchases are on Black Friday weekend. So that's probably the one thing that we do early that helps with my mindset in terms of the lead up to Christmas. And it doesn't feel like you're spending that much money. But even saying that, you have Christmas parties, you have some people's birthdays. So like it can still feel quite a lot. And one other thing that we've started doing with my family is the like Secret Santa. Let's say there's like 6 of us. We'll do a Secret Santa where the maximum budget is £50. So for those 6 people, not you included, so let's say 5 people, you're only spending 50 quid. And for me, that helps so much. We've just moved into a house this year and my sister's getting married next year and I'm kind of starting to plan a wedding too. So I feel like having that Secret Santa in place has helped us loads because usually I probably spend like £150 on my sister alone. It's quite nice that that money's been whittled down a little bit. And I think we're all in the same boat, to be honest. Like my sister's getting married soon. She's sorting out all of her wedding stuff. So realistically, I think it's definitely for the best. And if you feel like you're spending loads of money on Christmas presents, just suggest a Secret Santa. I cannot tell you enough how much it has like chilled my mind. And we've even done it with our friends this year as well. I think the max budget was like 30 quid and there's 9 of us doing it. So that has been like a weight lifted off my shoulders too. So I feel like for all my friends and my mum's side of the family, including my sister, I've spent 50, 60, £80. I'm so bad at maths. I literally had to count that on my hands. Me and Nathan are just getting each other little bits here and there. We weren't going to do proper presents, to be fair. We're quite happy with how much we've spent. And it's probably the cheapest Christmas I've ever had. And the fact that we're hosting Christmas this year it's just made me feel very zen. It's made me feel very organised. The one thing I haven't done yet, though, is actually wrap my presents. But I feel like I wrap things really quick, whereas Nathan takes quite a while to wrap presents. But there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I'm quite quick with it. I can probably do it in like half an hour to an hour. So for me, I'll just stick on some Michael Bublé Christmas album and just, be in the Christmas feels and wrap the presents. I am quite a lastminute.com person, and I think I get that from my dad. Every single year at Christmas, he takes me and my sister shopping on Christmas Eve. That's how last minute my dad is. Yeah, we just do a little kind of a clothes shop, and usually in Norwich. Never really gone anywhere else apart from Norwich, but I don't think we're going to do that this year because we're obviously hosting Christmas and all the families coming around. And yeah, so I don't think we're going to do that. But it's just been a nice Christmas to relax and not spend that much money. The only other thing that I will say is if you are hosting Christmas this year, is to kind of help with the sort of food or the alcohol or just the amount of money in general. Whoever's coming around, you can just ask people to bring stuff. So whether you want to do all the food yourself, like me and Nathan are doing, we basically said to our family, leave all the food to us. You're going to be well fed. You're going to have lots of chocolate, lots of cheese. We're basically on Christmas Eve doing like a Christmas tapas where we're going to have some like pastries, some cooked stuff, maybe some sausage rolls, that sort of thing. But if you're wanting people to bring food, ask them to bring something specific, like, I don't know, all the cheeses or the desserts, that kind of thing. But I think because it's our first Christmas, we really want it to like make it perfect. And for that, we are in control of the food. So we are doing that this year. And I don't think we're going to be spending that much on Christmas, to be honest. And on the lead up, we're kind of getting everything now, to be fair. So it's not looking too pricey. And I feel like when you do add things up in general across for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, you're not really spending too much. Like you can go overboard, but we're quite smart and we're going to be fine. But the cheese is a must. We need to get all the cheeses because I love cheese around Christmas and also having like chocolate and nibbles and that sort of thing. But I feel like for Christmas Eve, we just wanted to do like a little tapas. And we have seen so many videos on TikTok of like people being really creative and making, I don't know, candy canes out of brie and basil and like other stuff in it. Like it looks really cool. So I think we're going to really enjoy the kind of creativity in the food that we're doing. But we've just asked everyone to bring their own alcohol because I feel like if there's one kind of thing that you buy around Christmas that is expensive can be alcohol. So instead of buying alcohol for 8 people, just ask everyone who's coming to bring their own or bring whatever they want to drink. Because I think we're going to supply like the Prosecco, the Asti and some Baileys and stuff. But if anyone wants anything extra, certain whiskies and things like that, then they can just bring that themselves. But apart from that, we're kind of getting everything else. We're basically hosting Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I think there's 7 of us for Christmas Day. Yeah, there is 7 of us for Christmas Day. So I don't think that's too many people to cook for. And usually when me and Nathan cook a roast dinner, we literally make enough for 4 people. So realistically, that's only an extra 3 people we're kind of cooking for. I think that's fine. I think we've got enough stuff for it. And one thing I will say, we did look a lot online to get placemats and more coasters and stuff because we've got 4 of everything, but there's going to be 7 of us. So realistically, we need another 4, like kind of a set of 4 for everything else. So we've gone out and we've done that. And that hasn't been too pricey. But we did do that early December. And I feel like one of the best pieces of advice that I can give for anyone hosting Christmas is on the lead up, just buying things on the way up. So like one weekend buy the placemats and stuff, and the other weekend maybe buy some bits of food that can be stored in the cupboard ready for Christmas Day. And it's kind of similar to what I was telling people when we were moving into this house. When you start buying things for the house, like whether that's kitchen stuff or little decorative stuff, do it in the weekends leading up to it because you'll find that you'll be able to spread the costs more. And what you don't want to do is leave everything to last minute and then you're spending like a lot of money in one go because that's going to feel a bit more like in the heart, So you kind of want to, on the lead up to it, just spread the costs more. And getting all the presents for Black Friday put my mind at ease so much. Whereas now we were able to buy stuff kind of in the weekends leading up to Christmas. So it doesn't feel like we're spending that much money now. And the Christmas tree, I think, was like £120, and that was from Next. So we actually got a pretty good deal for the Christmas tree. And it's like a 6-foot pre-lit with 8 different lights on it, frosted Christmas tree. And some of the ones that I was seeing online were like £200-300. And I thought, are people actually spending this on Christmas trees? Because for me, that it was just a ridiculous amount of money. And we actually got a Christmas tree in the Black Friday weekend sale. So it was supposed to be like 170 or something, and we got it for 120. So yeah, that was really good. I think we also got our TV in this sale too, and that was from Argos. And we got a 50-inch LG TV. Now, I think it was like £200, which for a TV, that's pretty good, if you ask me. So those were like the two main big things we wanted to pay for before family and stuff come round, because we had to move the TV onto the wall and that sort of thing. So realistically, because we got that in the Black Friday sales, in my mind, I'm like, we've saved money. And now when we were buying like little Christmas decks, it didn't feel like we were spending too much money, which is amazing. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we got over the Black Friday sale. And just like with the little cute decorative stuff, we went to B&M and got a lot of stuff in there. And I feel like B&M was really, really good. We got the baubles, we got loads of like decorations, like little houses and stuff, like little light up houses. So that was quite good and not too pricey. But one thing that I did want to do was look on Temu. Now, I feel like Temu, the prices are good because obviously they're cheap, right? But I was so overwhelmed. I don't know if you've been on Temu before, but I go on there sometimes to look for stuff, and there's just so much stuff on there, and it actually gives me a headache. I feel like we looked on there for like maybe 5 minutes and I thought, this is just too much. There's too much choice. And we just didn't see anything on there that we like the look of. I honestly thought we was going to get most of our Christmas decks from there. But for me, we went into some shops like Dunelm, The Range and B&M and got all of our Christmas decorations from there, because seeing things in person I think is a lot nicer. And if you're ordering stuff from Temu, you can't, because you can't see it in person, you don't actually know what it is or how it feels or how big it is. But when you see it in person, you get like a feel for it. You feel the energy of the Christmas decks and you're like, that's supposed to be in our home. We went to Dunelm and I saw the little kind of cute light up reindeer and I was like, it's on sale, Nathan. I feel like we have to get it. It's a sign. And that was, I think that was like £10 and it was down from 20, something like that. So yeah, there's always stuff in sales and things. And even just after, Christmas, in between Christmas and New Year, a lot of the Christmas stuff goes in the sale. So if you haven't got that much this Christmas, just look in the sale for like the following year. And I bet you any money, like Christmas trees are proper in the sale after Christmas. So we just wanted a Christmas tree though. So for us, we had to buy one. And yeah, we might even have a look in the sales this year just for stuff for next year, because realistically it goes out of season. So no one's going to be buying it. So another little thing, I feel like me and Nathan are very organized people, and we've actually wrote like a little itinerary of Christmas. I think because we've got 7 people for Christmas Eve and then 7 people for Christmas Day. The only swap is Nathan's brother and his wife with my sister and her boyfriend. They're swapping on Christmas Day. But I feel like because me and Nathan are very organised people, we like to have a plan. And for us, I was like, why don't we do like a cute itinerary of, what time we're going to eat, or like when we're going to do the games and what games we're going to do, because we're even proper planning that like to the T. We've got some personal quizzes, we've got some music quizzes. And yeah, I feel like that's going to be really fun. But we just thought, why not make like a really cute itinerary for people? So it's kind of like being at a wedding, right? And you get like a little order of the day at the start. And I feel like it's quite nice to know what's going on. And maybe like when the food is, because I think some people are getting to us on Christmas Eve a little bit later in the day. So it'd be nice for them to know like what time food's going to be ready so they don't need to rush. But yeah, it's going to be really nice hosting this year. In terms of sleeping arrangements as well, me and Nathan are probably going to have to squat it on the couch, which is fine. And I did originally think that we could get a kind of like blow up mattress and just use that. But realistically, can I really be bothered every single night for those 2 nights to blow up the mattress, make the bed, sleep on it, and then put it away the next day? Because we're going to be chilling in here. And I just think it's going to be a bit too crazy if we put it up, put it down, put it up, put it down. So I think we're probably just going to sleep on the couch, to be honest. Just put a sheet on there, have some blankets. Hopefully it's not too cold, and just sleep on here, really. But that does mean that me and Nathan will have to be the last ones up. So he better be ready, be the last man standing, because you can't exactly sit in the living room and be like, right, guys, can you all go to bed now? Because we want to go to bed. So we're going to have to stay strong and have a few merry drinks and be the last one standing, which would be really funny. But no, I think we're really looking forward to Christmas this year. And because the house is quite done now, we've decorated it quite a lot and it feels like ours. It's just really magical. And I just can't wait to eat whatever I want and drink whatever I want. I feel like this December, I've been very strict in terms of my food and my workouts. I've been quite on it. Whereas those 2 days, I'm not going to care. I'm going to eat all the pigs in blankets. I'm going to have all the cheeses, all the wines, all the Baileys. Like, I'm going hard and I'm not afraid to admit it. I feel like around Christmas is a time where you can relax and, you know, don't be regimented in the food that I eat and feeling like I have to go to the gym X amount of days a week. I feel like I actually will be able to relax a little bit. And then in between that time, get back into kind of a routine ready for 2026 because, that even that time in between Christmas and New Year, I still pig out. I still eat whatever I want. So I feel like this year I might be a bit more strategic in going for a run, maybe, or, maybe not having 10 pigs in blankets on the 27th and stuff like that. But yeah, it is a nice time. And the fact that all of our family's going to be here is going to be so magical. So it's just the one thing in my mind, I just really didn't want it to be stressful. And for me, it's not. It's been the most calming, fun, time that me and Nathan have had because we're hosting everyone. And I feel like when I'm traveling to Scotland to see my mum or seeing my dad, he lives half an hour away, but still, it's like trying to see everyone within those times. It can feel quite stressful. So the fact that everyone's coming here, it's like, oh, we can actually relax a little bit and get the place like nice for everyone. Yeah, actually, really looking forward to it. So it's going to be really fun. It's going to be really wholesome. And I think we're just going to have a laugh. I think the fact that Nathan's family and my family are going to be mixing is so nice. And we'll all get to know each other a bit more. And my mum can get to know Nathan's mum because they haven't met each other yet. So that's going to be really, really nice. And, what a way to get to know someone than to spend Christmas with them. It's so nice that we're able to even do that. That was today's short and sweet episode, all about Christmas and hosting. I hope you are in the Christmas spirit at the moment and getting excited for a few days' time. I love Christmas so much. And yeah, next week's episode is all about setting intentions for 2026. So that's going to be a really cool episode where I'm going to dive into a little bit about what I do in terms of letter writing to your future self, vision boards, words for your future and things like that. So it's going to be really good if you're planning on setting intentions and you want to kind of change your habits, or you're kind of just a bit lost on what you do for like a New Year's resolution, so to speak. So yeah, next week's episode is going to be really fun. I hope you have a magical Christmas with your family, whatever you get up to. And I just hope you eat as much as you want, pig out as much as you want, and don't feel sorry about it. Just enjoy it. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So happy Christmas and happy rest of your 2025. I will be back with you next week for that episode all about 2026. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.